G'day guys, welcome back. Before we get stuck into the showcase that you see in the title, just want to shout out SageMix, who provides all the music for these videos. He does remixes, he does the OST, all of them he does it. Just go check him out, does a really good job. But this is a relatively long video, so check the comments for a specific time code, but there might be a few other time codes in the description as well. But today we are doing a showcase for STR Bojack at full level 10 links. My Bojack is one path open, so it's 69% in the hidden potential system. Just to give him a quick breakdown, he leads space traveling warriors for 3 key and 170% to each stat, and time travelers to 3 key and 150% to each stat. Heaps of crossover between those two, and it's so much fun. In his base form, his super attack raises attack and defense for 1 turn, which is a 30% buff after his super, and causes immense damage. His passive is attack and defense 100%, space traveling warriors category allies 2 key and attack and defense 130%, which is inclusive of him for all this what I'm about to go through, when only facing 1 enemy, plus an additional 10% when facing 2 or more enemies, plus an additional 10% attack and defense when facing 3 or more enemies. So the more he's facing, the more he buffs himself and everyone else on that category. His transformation can be active when facing only 1 enemy from the start of the 4th turn from the start of battle. It's an active skill. He's ridiculous. His links: Heraclan, Galactic Warriors, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Coward, Revival, and Fierce Battle. His categories are Resurrected Warriors, Movie Bosses, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Time Travelers, Terrifying Conquerors, Inhuman Deeds, and Space Traveling Warriors. There's a lot to go through. He transforms into full power Bojack, as you would have heard me say with the active skill. Then he stacks attack consistently every single time he supers. Key 3 and 180% to attack and defense. Straight up. That's just how it is. Launches an additional attack that has a medium chance, which, to be clear, is a 30% chance to become another super attack. And then attack plus 30% and defense plus 15% when attacking when attacking after gathering 3 or more key spheres, plus another attack plus 30%, defense 15% when attacking with 6 or more key spheres. So the more orbs you get, the more damage he's going to do, but he does get that buff after super, so that's worth keeping in mind. Now we will just get stuck straight in. I've sort of kicked it off in the early stages of the latest Infinite Dragon Ball history stage. This is the Formidable Saiyan, so at the time of recording, this is during the Saiyan Day. We'll just pop the active skill with mine, by the way. So this is his first turn transform, so you can kind of see how he goes versus how his base form goes. I believe the base form is maybe the same. Oh, he's got level 10 links as well, or maybe he's just missing 1. I forgot. I do record the gameplay footage and the audio separately. So this is with 1 orb, this is why I did it. So he hits at 3.3, basically with full level 10 links active, with only the single orb, so neither of the additional buffs that he gets from collecting orbs, but he can still do those additionals. So he's just done, 2 supers straight. He does have the potential for the 3rd, thanks to the hidden potential system being that he has 1 path open, or at least mine has 1 path open. So yeah, plenty to go through, and look, his normals are already basically at 1,000,000. We're going to skip along to his next turn now, turn 6, that was turn 4. Now he'll get 3 key spheres here, so we'll see what he does there. We could have probably put the base form Bojack in the first slot, collected those red spheres to bring down those ink spheres to getting 6, but I kind of wanted to show the difference in attack. I mean, obviously he's stacking, so it's going to look a touch more impressive than it would have otherwise, but I just wanted to kind of go through and just show you the differences between collecting orbs and getting more or less, if that makes sense. And so this is kind of a turn 10, so we did skip a turn, but the reason I did that is because it was another turn with 3 key spheres. The reason I started this recording here is because I just wanted to show how difficult it can sometimes be to get those 6, to get his full passive. This would be 3 turns with him now, with only the kind of the medium sized passive buff, I guess you could probably call it. That's the base form, taken 80, yeah, that's pretty good. And 2.5. I mean, that is all his links active with support. And as you can probably notice by the team build, I've gone for I wanted to kind of showcase all the support that, especially for extreme class, that the time travelers leader skill provides. I mean, I know they're not getting the 170 buff, but it still means that Bojack himself, there you go, 5.8. That just shows you how quickly he stacks as well. I think it was like 4 point something a couple of turns ago, and then he's pumping through that. And then obviously we've got the LR 0 human plan rotation, which we're going to just keep showing, I think. I'm confident. So that's mine, full level 10 links. And the friend, yeah, he's just missing Thirst for Conquest, but he does have a level 5 attack on him. Everyone else, I just quickly want to make sure that the overlay is right, by the way. Everyone else is level 10 links as well. So it's probably a pretty decent level 10 link showcase just for this specific team. But yeah, this is just showing kind of the... I think honestly as well, that because he doesn't support time travelers, I think running the rotation of him with himself transformed is probably the way to go on time travelers. It's just what I reckon, maybe. But we'll get to see these two kind of go to town here. I don't think he's done a final... I think actually, if I can remember correctly, I think he's done one final blow up until this point, so that's why his key was that little bit higher than usual.
Time to get serious.
I could be wrong about that though, I do apologise. It is a Bojack showcase, so I kind of wasn't paying as much attention to Rose as I probably should have. And 4.9 from Rose and Muscle at 90%, full level 10 links. I should probably check which links are active. I think it's 5 out of the 7 though. 6.3 from Rose there. Obviously not anything to scoff at. I gave him an additional silver equip, mainly because Dismal Future as a link provides crit. So technically he's got all 3. Oh Jesus. Okay, this is 6. This is the first time this fight, so it took to turn 12. I mean, it could happen at any time, obviously, but it took quite a while for us to get the 6 orbs. We might as well just finish out this Infinite Dragon Ball history run, to be perfectly honest. You will have to forgive me, I will be chopping around different stages. Like I said, there might be time codes in the description, but we'll do a Super Battle Road, and yeah, look, and he's just doing, that's 15 mil. He's just stupid. I mean, it's not guaranteed crits like Cooler, but I feel like the overall stat is higher, but I mean, it doesn't really make too much. They're both just stupidly good units, and I don't even think it's worth discussing who's better or who's not. So 100k defense, yeah, Roseanne's and Muscle's defense, when you leave them on rotation, is honestly really quite good. And yes, we need you to super for defense. So what we're also trying to aim for here, which is another element of that Time Traveler's leader skill just benefiting the team so much, is thanks to that, I think we'll get it, 6 mil. Is both the towers have that part of their passive where if you fall below a certain HP threshold and 6.4, that's crazy. The two of them together as a 1-2 punch, awesome. Yeah, both the towers, if you fall below a certain HP threshold, for the int it's 50%, for the AGL it's 30%. They will recover a certain amount of HP. For the int it is 50%, and for the AGL it is full, respectively. But they also will support extreme class allies, as you just saw there. We healed up. Here we go. Yeah, when you extreme class allies attack and defense another 50% and recovers 50% HP. So we have that active, and we'll be able to get 6 orbs, or 9 orbs, but the 6 orb part of his passive. So he's at a 300k defense. He's untouchable, absolutely untouchable. So with any luck. Actually, with any luck, yeah, 9 mil, no worries. With potential of 2 other supers coming that will only be stronger than that one. With any luck, we might cop a little bit of damage again. Maybe Toa getting supered at the end. Holy shit. He just did 4 mil for a normal, by the way. Far out. Yeah, if Toa gets supered at the end, yeah, she might. Oh, and it might allow Rose to get that final blow again as well. We might fall below 30%. Yes, we are. Yes. So Toa, depending on if you don't die. I don't think we die. Yeah. All that is... So I gave us so much dodge. So see where we just recovered all of our HP? The AGL tower does the same thing. That's why 200k defense. Yeah, there you go. 5. So it's Nightmare, Prepare for Battle, and then I didn't even check the other two on Rose. So he'll get the final blow here. You'd imagine so. I might not. Oh, I hope he does. Because Roseanne's a muscle at 1,000,000 standings to 6.9. This should kill, I imagine. Definitely with a crit. Maybe 80. Yes, it does. Alright, beautiful. So it just goes to show what these guys are like. Now I'm just going to pause and we'll go into Super Battle Road. Alright, we're back. Cool, sweet. Sorry, it's back immediately for you guys, but I have to change the overlay and everything in my time. Oh, actually, I just realised I do have to quickly change the entire thing for the Infinite Dragon Ball history. But as you can see, we are going with movie bosses. It is during this the Broly celebration, the Saiyan Day celebration. So we will be using him as a friend. We were fortunate enough to find a rainbow leader. So we're going to obviously rock that. So just to check the overlay before we rock in, I'm not even going to change the items because I reckon we'll be fine. And even if we're not, it's not a big deal. It's just to kind of showcase how this team functions. If we get unlucky with how the rotations kind of sit from the very beginning, we might get in a little bit of trouble. Look at that Goldie quit that he's got. What a monster. That is so good. Oh look, we're set. Okay, sweet. So the new Broly and the LR Broly with the new Bojack and the LR Bojack is obviously what we're going for in terms of our rotations. God damn it, I've done the wrong overlay. Pardon the overlay where it says Infinite Dragon Ball history. Holy shit. We've got every enemy attacking Broly, so we want to put the new Broly to the test. We're putting the new Broly to the test. This will be awesome. What's the best way to... I don't think we can get an Ultra Super with LR Broly, unfortunately. But... where are we? Alright. So we'll try and get rid of Piccolo with all that crit chance that Broly gets, the new Broly. And try and get rid of him. 2.9. Holy Jesus. And he's got potential for more to come. 4 supers he needs for his active skill. There's 2. There's 3. That's 6 mil straight up. That is straight up just going wild. And there's the crit. And there's the 3rd. To the 4th. Hopefully we can get the active skill. I mean, if we don't finish everything off immediately. And the crit again. Did he finish Piccolo? He did. Oh, damn it. We got the 4th and normal. Oh, that would have been so good. Oh, what a monster. Is he going to do damage? Oh, and he's dodged. Oh, what a maniac. Oh, that is like... This is going to be a Bojack showcase. I do apologise to Bojack himself, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, it's meant to be his showcase. Sorry, I finally changed that overlay. Broly was distracting me. There you go. Alright, sweet. So, star of the show is finally here. So yeah. Alright, 108. Okay, so they've basically got identical defense. So it's probably wisest if I do that to bring down those int orbs for the LR. We'll get 24 key, which is awesome. And we'll just do that to guarantee that we'll super with Broly, Chile, and Lemo to lower Krillin's attack because he's attacking Broly, Chile, and Lemo. 2 mil. As a support, like, that's his function right now. He's a linking partner and support. 2 mil is satisfactory there, I think. Given that he's tanking everything as well, like you can't ask much more from a defense from the support other than to defend. Like they're the kind of support is designed to sort of be the substitute for attack for the most part. I feel when you're getting when you're comparing support with other units, but we could have got another. Is this going to do how much damage? Oh, that's actually really good. Alright, so Broly's going to go, he's at 200k defense already. Alright, sweet, so we'll just let him go nuts on Krillin. I wonder if we can just make him look like, I don't want to say he's worse, but like average where he just does 1 super. That would be, he's already 3.3. Holy Jesus. And like, there's every opportunity for another. And he does get it. Oh my god. I love the super attack, by the way. I love this movie as well. We flogged this movie as kids, my brother and I. Love it. Alright, so we're just going to push on through. That was 2 and a bit turns for the first phase with absolute ease. So at least we get to... Okay, so this is kind of without any debuffing or anything going on. Straight up at the beginning of the turn, beginning of the phase, the fight I should say. Yeah, we'll do that to bring the int orbs down, I think. But we'll obviously use type advantage on Vegeta. Yeah, they're about the same defense again, over 200k. Yeah, nice. Oh, he's getting Shattering the Limit from in middle cooler at the end there. We'll get rid of... The reason I want to try and get rid of Vegeta, or either Goku or Vegeta, is because... And can someone please let me know in the comments below, because I haven't seen anyone mention it in other showcases. But with the Int Broly, how his passive says gets another attack and all that. Ow, okay. So that was 2.5 with support now, just shy of. He took 2.5, 250k, not even half, that's fine. Yeah, with the Int Broly, where it says he gets all the stats and an additional attack, with against a pure Saiyans or hybrid Saiyans, is it one of each? Is it one of those passives that stacks? For example, what's her face? Vados, where she's got the 4 support type passives, but if a unit has more than one of those categories, they get, you know, it combines all together. We might get hurt here. Yeah, we are, but we survived. Okay, let's see what Broly does this time. We can't get 7 orbs, can we? Or we could. Probably should have done that, but I want to see if we can go all the way through. I probably should have, because that would have been defense and dodging guaranteed by LR Broly, Chile Lemo, but we can get the attack support now, so this will probably be really interesting. So 141k, he's probably got a bit of damage reduction. I can't be asked to check all the details of his passive, because it is Bojack showcase after all, but we're just going to keep pushing through. 3.6, first attack. Holy Jesus. And he's on the crit. Oh my god. 3.7. Oh my days. How can he be killed? He does 3 again! No! Due to force, so we can maybe see the active skill. It's not his showcase. Why do I want this? I don't care. Oh, he's got he's up to 1 million for a normal. Like, that's just crazy. Actually, we're probably going to die. 5.5. With an additional guaranteed as well. 1 kill. 3.2. And he does have a fair bit of additional, even though he's at 55. Oh, I've got the wrong amount of additional on his actual additional thing on his overlay, but the skill orb is correct, so he does have 7 additional. My apologies about that. Pretend that one is a 7. Yeah, we died. I forgot about it. I was honestly too excited to see what Int Broly could do. Give us 2 secs and I'll change the overlay and we'll go into another event. Right, so we are heading into the same Infinite Dragon Ball History stage again. This time we are taking Bojack's team again, but we're taking the Space Traveling Warriors. Now we're just going to use Bojack as support. We're going to use the Turles rotation. We're going to use the Scouter Vegeta rotation. However, obviously, thanks to Time Travelers, we can take the support of the game, Int Toa, in with us. So we've got a 50% heal there. We've also got a 50% heal from LR Nappa and Vegeta as well. So there's a lot of... I just want to bring them. They get a lot of slack. The old Nappa and Vegeta card. I know they're not the best thing in the world. I love them for World Tournament, but I still like using them. I think they're fun. Our rotations are not that bad. I do want to get Vegeta out sooner rather than later with Nappa and Vegeta, even though there is a heal there. It would be nice to see what, you know, on this team. It's basically Bojack leads the Saiyans, really, isn't it? The Scouter Saiyans. So we'll see what Turles can do here without his LR counterpart. 2 more from you first goes. rather impressive. He gets an easy A on global soon, as he's already got it on the Japanese version of the game, which just makes him just stronger again. It's not the most mind-blowing. Oh, this is going to do a bit of damage, I feel. It's not the most mind-blowing easy A. Him and that Tech Kaioken Goku. Now, just remember as well, this is a 55% Bojack with full level 10 links and no equips, skill orbs I should say. So that's going to be quite the showcase in and of itself. So this rotation is just everyone with Thirst for Conquest and everyone supporting each other basically, except for Toa's not getting any support from Bojack. That's the only kind of exception there. That's okay. So we'll see what Turles pumps out. 3.43, which is not like mind-blowing for an LR, but for an LR with one support and one link active, that's still rather respectable, I feel. But you wait till the other Turles comes around, which will push off in this phase, and then oh, we can use the active skill. I'm going to use the active skill. We can do that straight away. Yeah, sweet. So he's lost a little bit of attack, but he will 100% dodge. Given he's got 3 attacks on him, I'm keen for that. Alright. So we're getting to showcase a fair few things. Obviously we'll probably get, we'll more than likely get LR Turles' active skill as well. Ooh, straight away he's dodging supers from himself. I love it. So yeah, this showcase video will show off a lot of, I guess in fairness, a lot of what Bojack gets to kind of the company he keeps. Unfortunately it kind of played out in a way that we get to show them off around him, which is good. Unfortunately we didn't get to show off LR Broly, the tech one, all that much because he just got us killed. But I would have loved to have just had it so that there's this, the way his passive's worded is if he kills one out of the 2 enemies in his transformed state, it activates the entirety of his passive, so you can just hop around and do up to like 4 supers if you've got hidden potential on him. So we'll also have fierce battle and big bad bosses now with Turles, which is why I didn't link him with Bojack in the last turn, just to kind of see how he'd go. And she's taken everything as well. Now it's up to 5 mil basically, so it goes to show what big bad bosses and fierce battle does for his attack stat. Just crazy. Imagine if Toa had big bad bosses as a support, just being able to provide that would be awesome. 2.2 from the 55% Bojack, which is rather impressive. Sweet. How are we going for HP then? I'm not even sure. Give me 2 secs, just gotta quickly change the recording. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, my phone only allows to record footage for like 20 minutes or so before it kind of, the file size is apparently full or some shit. Is this gonna be 24 key? Not quite 23, damn it. I probably should have been smarter about the orb placement then, but whatever. So this Vegeta is going to keep stacking. That's why, obviously, other than the links when the exchange goes off onto Nappa and Vegeta, this guy is just going to keep stacking and stacking and stacking. So he'll be a good first slot unit eventually. Problem with him as a first slot unit, 2.69. Okay, 55% by the way, with very few links active. And then we see it in reverse. Yeah, the problem with the Vegeta and that Kaioken Goku is that they get a majority of their stats on Super, which makes them a little squishy in the first slot if you get attacked before Super, and especially before they've been given too much of an opportunity to stack properly. But I don't feel like it lasts that long. So yeah, 6 out of 7 links active there. We'll just do that, because at 24 key, LR Turles is effective versus all types. Now that's kind of irrelevant at this point because we're versing a physical unit anyway, but that's what his active skill is just obviously ridiculous for. 6.6. So because Toa could be 30 or 40%, it'll be interesting to see what Bojack will, what stat Turles will put up when Bojack's around, because he's just flat 30 because we don't have any extra enemies. So we'll know when if it's higher than 6.6 to 24 key for LR Turles, we know that Toa is providing more than 30%. Yeah, see, I was just checking. I was hoping that we're not going to bother with locked rotations. We want to kind of see what just see our rotations play out, basically. Yeah, I was just checking to see if the evasion attack buff for LR Nappa was like fight. I wish it was if that was the way it was. If he dodged once and his attack buff was up there for good for the rest of the fight, that would make him considerably better. Unfortunately, it's not though. But he's still at 2.69, which is, I don't understand that actually. Wasn't that what? Oh, I guess the attack nerf he gives himself for the active skill is like perfectly offset. But, ooh, okay. Type disadvantage though. 222k defense from yes, he's 55% full level 10 links. Good man. Wish he used a skill orb, but it makes it even better for the showcase. So 130k from standard from Dokkan Fest Turles, and 222k. Now what actually we don't want to do, I'm going to pop the active skill, because what we don't want to do is heal over 50%, because actually what we've got going next turn is not only the transformation and heal from, or exchange and heal from Nappa and Vegeta, but we'll also have the 50% heal and extra support from Toa. Now as much as I'd like to use that on Turles, I want to use it on the Nappa and Vegeta unit, the exchange, because it'll be Vegeta with, he'll be out. He'll have 5 out of his 7 links active from the physical Vegeta. So I'd like to see what he gets up to. So yeah, 6.6. That's just going to be his consistent attacks out at 24 key, unless Toa is supporting for 40%, which is like, I think it's like a 30% chance for that to be the case. And there's the additional, which he can do from his passive when he is at 24 key as well as being super effective against all types. I have put an additional skill orb on him, so he does have the potential for 3 super attacks that are super effective against all types. That is insane.
I have no use for Saiyans that can't move.
I do enjoy this transformation. Oh, this exchange though.
All right, who's next?
It's I want to say in Saga representation more in this game actually. All right, sweet. So we've got type advantage in the first slot. Is it? Yeah. See. Okay, here it is again. Yep. And here's, so yeah, for either of them to have gone off, we had to be under 50% HP, which means both of them went off because it's triggered at the start of the turn and it's not like one after the other. Alright, and fun fact actually, both LRs in this team are super effective versus all types when their key is 24. So, I mean, goes to show that Turles is kind of just a bit better version of Vegeta, in the sense that he's got the built-in additional, he's got support, he doesn't need to be exchanged. I mean, you could argue that Vegeta's got the heal, but that's not enough to offset the rest of it. 4.5. Still effective versus all types, and that's a lot of support though. Still alright, I don't mind it. He's a fun unit. I mean, he has a lot of support for defense. He also does raise his attack and defense, I believe, by 50% on 24 key, on 18 key super, I should say. I have to check that actually. Sort of raises or greatly raises, I can't remember. So we don't even need to use the active skill here. We're going to get 24 key. See, that's the thing. It's like worst case scenario for Turles, especially after turn 8. It's like, hey, we're not getting 24 key. Oh, I guess we'll use the active skill then, if we need to. But you're like 7, I think it was 7 key away from 24 key. So that's not, I mean, that is actually, we are dodging everything this run. Because that in Broly did in Super Battle Road, right when I wanted to see how he defend, but not to be. Oh my god, we're just tearing this event apart, with Turles is at least. Yeah, the defense is fine. I mean, they're both going to raise it significantly. Yes, it greatly raises, which is a 50% buff. So yeah, their defense does get considerably higher after they attack. Super attack, I should say. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, beautiful. So that's still going to be 24 key, and I mean, look at that. That's all just links and passive. See, at least with, like LR Turles, he's getting 3 key from the Turles he's linked with. Plus, obviously, more key from the links as well. But, I mean, from passive to passive, physical Vegeta is not providing AGL Vegeta any key through his passive the way Turles is. So it goes to show how key ready this Vegeta is. There you go, look. Effective versus all types and tanking. I'd like him to get supered here actually. Not to be. Because yeah, he would have been, okay, so there's a 50%. That's greatly rated, massively 100. So greatly rated, is it 180k? I'd like to see him do an additional. Especially when he's got 24 key. I don't think that's going to give us 7 orbs. No. That's okay. So we're not effective versus all types here, but that's okay. Ooh, okay, we're taking damage with these Turles now. 2.6. So okay, this is I think the 40% buff because he was doing 2.5 before. So I think Tower is supported for 40% this turn as opposed to the standard 30. If we are, oh shit, we're not getting 24 key with Turles, so it's kind of harder to know. Ooh, that's gonna sting. Yep. Yeah, 6.4. Yeah, it's hard to say. I think the AGL Turles is the measuring stick now. 2.67. Here's that. So if next turn with a Bojack on board, because Bojack will only be supporting 30%. If he's at under 2.67, we'll know that Toa had her. See, I wish there was just a little indicator. Highlight the text or something. Alright. Yep. So you're well and truly good enough. So 6 key to get 24 for this Vegeta. I see that's another thing Turles has is the active skill. Twice, by the way. The only unit in the game so far to have access to an active skill twice in a fight. Jesus, this is a long video, by the way. I do apologise for that. 3.3. So I mean, he's consistently above 3. Yeah, these days that's probably not super great, but it doesn't make him necessarily bad. It's just probably not up to the standard of the era that he was released in. Like if he had 120k defense, which goes up to 180k, with a 3.5-ish million attack stat and effective versatile types with full key, if that was like a few years ago as opposed to like last year or whenever it was, it would have been a much more impressive way to age a unit, I guess. But it is what it is. 6.1. Oh, is that the same? I think that was a key less than last time, but that wouldn't have taken us down 30k, 300k. What happened to the music? Is it still going? Yes, it is. Good. Ooh, okay. Sorry, he's at 200, and he's going to raise it on defense, on attack as well. There's no way to get 5 key here. For oh, it's alright. He's already effective versus this type anyway. Yeah, sweet. So we should be all good. Yeah, so he's going to raise it here. So he'll be. What does he get? I think he's like. Let me just quickly check while I'm doing this on actually for a fact while I'm doing the showcase. Attack and defense 90%. So yeah, he's like 300k defense right now because he's obviously stacked it and then he's done his passive raise. Key plus 6 and defense plus 60%. Oh, that's why he was at 200k. That makes sense. Yeah, that obviously makes sense. What's over 9,000 as a link at level 10? Attack and defense 10%. Saiyan Warrior Race is attack plus 10%. Brutal Beatdown is 15% attack. Tough as nails. He does not share. So yeah, we'll pop this active skill simply because we're in the final phase. So we want to be hitting this guy pretty hard, and we're not an AGL unit, so we may as well. I'm going to risk this. The type advantage in the AGL Turles, we have LR Turles who's awesome, and I'm just going to keen to see Bojack, because he raises his defense by 30% on his supers as well, which is the beauty of him as a support. It's kind of the... That's the second super he's got, I think, in this fight. That's insane. Oh, he didn't do the additional bump. I really want to see Turles do the triple super. Effective versatile types. I just want to see how shredded the enemy's health gets. Yeah, so so the difference in Bojack and Cooler is that Cooler debuffs the enemy, so he technically kind of makes one enemy hit softer on the entire team, as opposed to Bojack, who raises his own defense, making it easier for him to be just a strong as shit support. So we'll see how that. I mean, it's again, horses for courses. They both do ridiculously amazing things, and together they're actually fantastic as well. So not something I need to really get too in depth with comparing, because I think they complement each other very well. It's actually, I intentionally didn't bring Cooler into the showcase, but he could have quite easily come. My Cooler is at 2 dukes. What's this going to do? Yeah, nothing. 1.9. You still get enough there. I mean, it's fine. Your attack is rather underwhelming and inconsistent, but I'm okay with it. 1.25 when you're getting... I don't even know if you're linking at the moment. I think you are. No, you're not. You're not. So no links active. 1.25 to 55%. And tanking. That's very good. Oh, actually... Well, this is really good. We'll get to see what this guy can do in terms of an attack stat with next to his LR counterpart. Is it 250k defense? Holy shit. He's got more defense than the LR. I mean, he's Rainbow. He'll have all his links active, so yeah, this will be interesting. Because I guess the downside of that is he's not supporting the rest of the rotation anymore, but he himself is a lot stronger because of it. 3. Oh! Nearly 4 mil. I reckon with a level 5 attack, he probably would have killed then. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know what you reckon of Bojack at full level 10 links. Let us know what you reckon about the Broly and Super Battle Road cutting sick. If you like what you saw, do whatever you need to support the channel. And I will see you probably for one of those super attack visual guides shortly. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.